just at 12 up in the morning. Just the best, you know? So what is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. We're actually going to pick up another set of wheels today. Now I know we just put these wheels in the car, but as you guys know, I browse through eBay probably 23 out of the 24 hours a day looking for stuff, good deals, all that kind of stuff. I came across a set of wheels I've always been interested in. These ones are priced super well, got brand new tires. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna snag them. I show the wife and she's like, I also like those wheels. So she decided we'll go half and half on the wheels. That way we can put them on this car, put them on the R32, maybe back and forth. But now the good deal of the wheels is even a better deal because now we're splitting the price. So it's a no-brainer. So little road trip with the wagon today, pick up some new wheels and then maybe test them today, possibly if not tomorrow. But yeah, little road trip for today and new wheels. Hang on, look at this. The wagon just out here looking so good. We'll probably test fit the new wheels on Casey's car first, and she's still on her winter wheels. I'm just in love with the Porsche wheels, so probably leave these on for a hot minute first before I take them out, because dude, these wheels on this car just go like hand in hand. She's a beauty. Give me the money. I am. We ready? You ready? You ready? You didn't want to show me your new cart?
You said I couldn't have it, so.
I know. Kay said she wants this.
Tell me how fun it would be. It would be so
You
fun.
would roll this literally immediately. You would take one turn and be on your side like this. Instantly. Instantly, you'd roll this thing. Or you'd do like this down the hill. It is cool though. But they drive this on the street, they do like maybe 15 miles an hour and they hold up traffic and they're kind of annoying. And they're super loud.
Really? I don't think I've ever heard them.
It's like a two-stroke like little dirt again. Just like, it's really loud. We'll get you one, but you're gonna roll it immediately. Look at that.
That's not true.
Needs some trim paint though, for sure. Definitely needs trim paint. All right, we have wheels to get. Here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I'm guessing there's houses this way. We're 2 minutes away and it's over, well, that way somewhere. This is about a 3-hour drive almost exactly, but the wagon did great. This thing rides so smooth. The front does rub a little when we hit like a big bump and it compresses. The tires hit the fender liner, but other than that, this thing rides fantastic. How does it ride? Good? Super smooth. So that's the road back here. Just like we're 2 minutes away. Just about there, and I guess there's houses back here somewhere. A lot of times we go for parts and you'll just be in the middle of nowhere. We've driven through like this actual like dirt road field before, so I'm glad this is actually paved, so that's good. This is a nice road though. Look at these turns back here. You find some of the nicest back roads out here. I love it. And the best part of having a VR6 wagon now, when you find back roads, we have like a nice car to actually rip it in. The bore wagon was great, so was a TDI. But like for the back roads, not near as fun. Like now we have like, just so good. A little overpass. Oh, let's see. The V6 is the greatest engine. You'll never change my mind. Never, ever, ever. It's kind of funny to see all these buildings are like super, super old, but this road is brand new, like fresh, and it's super smooth. Looks cool.
Yeah. She looks cool.
I think this is the house.
Yeah,
Yep. Dang. What you thinking?
Oh, you look really good on my R32.
So I said we bought these half and a half, so they'll be on that car for a little bit. They'll be on the R32 a little bit. They're sick though. 18 by 8.5 front, 9.5 rear. ET35 for both, I think. Pretty much brand new tires. They are 215 35 in the rear and 205 35 in the front. So we might get a bigger tire because it's kind of small to see how it looks in the car. Maybe go to like a 215 40 all around, but so sick. And like these are so much more concave in person. Like these are dope.
Honestly, the tires are really small. Just like laying down. I'll have to put it on the car and see.
Yeah, I said I went from a 225 40 to a 205 40, and these are 35, so But your car's back, so you can go lower and sit down. We'll have to see them on the car. But like, I like them. We got a great deal on them. Like that, we split the cost, so it was even cheaper for us to get them. So just another nice set of wheels to have in the collection. These are sick. Like I said, the fronts.
I've always wanted these.
I know, me too.
I've looked at them so
and
many times.
they're like brand new. Like there's like,
yeah, no.
He said he had them on his car for like 2 seasons. The tires are good. Wheels are in perfect condition. There is a bit of the clear you can see on here where it's starting to like peel a little bit, but we can sand it down, re-clear it. Not a big deal. Yeah, 8.5 front, 9.5 rear. Yeah, we'll look good.
Just stay silver on silver.
I like it.
Never see anything else.
How about that? Also, like we're out here, like this really nice like field. He's got a cool little barn too. Cool spot. Good score for sure for today. Look at this thing. Got the whole barn set up, similar to ours. So those wheels were on this car. Oh, it's good. Yeah. Oh, I love the seats. Air ride? Yeah, I see the tanks back there.
Oh, wow.
The cool stuff you find. Because like you'd see the barn and you would never think, oh, this car's inside here.
Yeah, right?
Crazy like chrome red wheels.
No.
Nicely,
So it's fast to repair.
Yeah.
nicely done. Fancy.
Thanks for paying for half my new wheels.
The goods.
For me.
For you and for me.
They look so good. I'm excited. I think they look really nice.
Yeah, I like them. 9.5, so spicy. I like these ones.
Spicy?
Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
Spiciness. Might need a bigger tire, but we'll see.
We'll see. Still looks so good though.
Plenty of space.
Oh, there we go.
Well, that one. All right, my friends. Woo! We got the goodies. You excited? You hyped?
Yeah.
Good score of the day. All right.
Can you give me some McDonald's?
Yeah, let's go home. Ladies and gentlemen, we are safely home with the goods. Oh, they're beautiful. So in photos, I was partial on how I liked, like I've always liked these wheels in person, but in photos they look kind of weird. But seeing them like in person, I don't know, just how like concave it actually sits, I think they're sick. Need a little refinish. This one's actually in pretty good shape, but I think one of the front ones, that one over there, has the most, oh, we can see, where the clear is kind of messing up, but quick sand, re-clear it, not a big deal. And again, we got a good deal with brand new tires, completely worth it. Oh, they look sick. So the plan now, we're gonna move that car out, pull Miley out, pull the R32 out, and we're gonna test fit these wheels, one side on my car, one side of the R32, and to see how they look. Start her up. Nice. Oh, look at that. Go ahead, put it back up, put it back up. So fancy. Like I said though, don't use it too much, because like
I'm gonna use it
until it breaks again. Alright, so first hoopty out of the way. There's the race car. She's live. And last but not least, just the driveway. Oh yeah, looking good. So fancy. That'll go on my side. Yeah. I said, in person, these wheels look sick. I quite like them. So these two will go on to mine. Then the next two will go on to this one, and we'll see how they look. I think the silver and silver look really good. Then also silver on black. Shots look good as well. Here we go, muscles. Here we go. Nice. So honestly, like I said, that's like the worst one out of all of them. The rest aren't bad. This rear is perfect. This rear also is perfect. It seemed to be just the fronts that got like this weird where it got under the clear. So really only gotta fix two, I think. They're set. I mean, from far away you can't even tell, but.
Yeah.
All right, ready? All right, so wheels are on. Thoughts? What are you thinking?
They look good.
They look good. We need tire change for sure, and we got to mess around with some spacers. But for the most part, wheels look sick. Like I said, the tires just look small. Even though her car aired out, there's just like a lot of gap on. The wheel just looks small, so definitely a bigger tire. Like I said, right now it's 205, 35 in the front, and 215, 35 in the rear. Probably either 215/40 or 225/40 all around should be good. And the front on her car, she did no spacer, so this is 18 by 8.5 ET35 no spacer. Probably do, I did a 15 mil on my car, I'll show you in a second, but this is no spacer. And then the rear, this is 18 by 9.5 ET35 with a 25 mil spacer, so 9.5 ET10, which sits super nice on the back. It looked way too aggressive. Once you air it out, it pulls it in quite a bit. So on a 4Motion car, this works pretty well. But then on my car, again, you can see wheels look good, but tires just way too small for, this makes the wheel look small. But on the rear of my car, I have 18 by 9.5 no spacer, and it sits right there. You can see pretty good. I think the Porsche is almost the same. Porsche is a little bit wider, I think. But again, I would probably do a 10 mil in the rear, and then obviously a bigger tire. And then the front, if you scoot for 1 second here. So again, 18 by 8.5 ET35. I have a 15 mil spacer in the front, so we're down to ET20, and that sits pretty much perfect. Pretty much identical to how the Porsche wheel sits. So I like this. So I would keep the 15 mil in the front, probably do a 10 mil, maybe 15 and 15, honestly. It's kind of sunk in the rear. Now I see it more. I don't know, it needs a bit more than that. Do either 10 mil or 15 mil in the rear, but then definitely for sure, want to make them look way better on both cars, bigger tires. The 215/35 is just, it's so skinny. And even being aired out in her car, it still looks small. So it is a bigger tire. So I have a full set of 225/40 18s we could use, but I'm not sure that'd be too big. I know it'll have a nice stretch on the 9.5, but 225/40 on an 8.5 might not be as much as I want to have that same fitment. So probably a set of 215/40s. I don't know, we might try 225s, we'll see. But a bigger tire that'll just fill out the wheel well much more, and then some spacers will be set. But overall,
Looks good.
cars look sick. It'd be kind of cool to have like matching wheels.
That's what I was saying. It'd be so cute.
They are sick though. Like I said, in photos and in video, I don't know, they just look different, but in person, the wheels look sick. Like obviously, I love these wheels, but another set, we got them for so cheap, like completely worth it to have another set.
Oh, yeah.
So these are sick. I quite like them. Even the silver on that isn't so bright in the black car.
Looks good, yeah.
Looks really good.
Just all your little clear side markers and stuff. It looks
Yeah, it definitely ties with the clear. So clear, clear,
Yeah.
and then the clear back there with the nice light wheel definitely works together. I like it. So are you putting your BBSs back on today? Do you want to come off the stocks, or do you want to stay on them for a little bit longer? Because we got to swap tire sizes at some point. I think your BBSs have what, 205/40s, right?
I think so.
you pull one out fast? That's a 205/40 and an 8.5, right?
Are they upstairs?
No, they're downstairs right here. Behind your master product. We're gonna pull one of her BBSs out, 'cause I'm pretty sure they're 18 by 8.5 with a 205/40, so I can see the size, like the stretch on it. And then if we like that, we'll probably do it. We might go 205/40. I don't know. I have to figure out what we want to do. We could do stagger. We could do 205/40 on the front and 215/40 in the rear, or 225. I don't know. We just need a bigger tire. It's tiny rubber bands, and I don't quite like it, but the fitment is good. So here we have Casey's BBS CH002s, right? Yeah, 002. These are 18 by 8.5, and this is a 205/40, correct? Yeah, 205/40, 18. So this is the same size wheel as this one, and you have 205/35. You can see the stretch there, versus 205/40. So a bit smaller of a stretch, but just taller here, and it just fills the wheel better. And you can see on this side, again, this is 205/40, 18 by 8, so even smaller of a stretch, but it just fills up the wheel well a bit more. So I wouldn't go any smaller than a 40 sidewall. Maybe even 45, maybe 205/45. So you still have the stretch, but a bit higher here to fill out the wheel well. There's so many options. Maybe these on there.
These wheels or these tires?
These wheels on the wagon.
I'm surprised you actually haven't even tried a fitment.
I don't know, I just haven't had a, maybe today, since I already have the adapters off. I'll just toss them on just to see how they look. I think the BBS's, I don't know. I have black caps as well to match the black car. I don't know.
That would look really nice.
Actually, the black caps are on those wheels. I have to sit them off there, but
yeah, it's take them off there.
A lot of, we got the Porsche wheels. We got the Rotiforms. We got these ones. You could never have too many wheels. I just love wheels.
I like these a lot.
Yeah, these look sick. Just gotta get that tire size. I'm surprised though. Is that this is 9.5 ET10 with the 25mm spacer, and yours sits super nice. Before we aired out, it was kind of like out here, but it tucked in super nice. Versus 9.5 and no spacer ET35, and it's still like, yeah, bigger tires, space for the rear, but I like them. All right, I think we might toss these on for just a second. I'm just curious to see those ones on this car. Like, this is one of the most common wheels on a Mark IV by far, but it's a really good look. But see, then I come to this side and we got the Porsche wheels, and they just look so good. I don't know, I like all the wheels. None of them are getting sold or going away, so we'll just rotate through wheels, but like, this is also an amazing look. That copper color and the black is sick. So before these go into the wagon, the more I look at these, the good old INDTs, I really like that wheel. And I love the directional. Everything faces that way. You can see, they all face that way. Now you could reverse the tires and have them all face the other way, but I like how they're pointing forward. I love these wheels. So dial the fitment in the rear, change the tire size, and these things are sick. Like, I love this front fitment. That is just perfect. And I need this rear fitment on my wagon. See that? I need that on the rear of mine. Money. I remembered I have my own spare set of 25mm spacers. So I toss it on the back of the wagon, and the front wheel drive Mark IVs do not camber in as much as the 4Motion cars do. So you can see that's a 25mm on the rear. So 25mm on a front wheel drive car versus 25mm on a 4Motion car. You can see how much more that cambers in. So 25 is too big. I'll put the 15 from the front to the back and see how that is, but it's looking more like we need maybe a 10. I think 15 might still be a bit too aggressive, but we'll try it real fast. All right, so now round 3, we've got BBS up front. We'll do that in just a second, but now we have a 9.5 with a 15mm spacer. So 9.5 ET20, bit more my speed. Still, I don't know, I can't tell if it's a little much or it's okay. Eventually the plan is to bag this car as well. So if I air it out right now, it's probably right about here, which is where I'd want it to be. I don't want it to fender to lip because that ruins here, unless you like a bump stop and like get fender to lip, but like not really on the lip because I don't want to destroy this. So we'll do either ET20 or probably 15, but that looks a lot better with the spacer. Much better with the spacer. This is just a bit more than what this is now. You can see how this one sits compared to how this one sits. There's just more stretch, so more lip sticking out. I like that. Actually, I have 10s on the GTI, but I'm not pulling it off right now. So we'll probably do 15mm in the front, 10 in the rear, and then we'll be all set. And I think we'll probably do 205. I don't know, I'm torn between 205/40 and 215/40 for all of them, but it's okay. Now, onto the front. We have the BBSs, and honestly, I need to see a full side. I don't like these on this car as much as I thought I would. I'll be honest with you guys. I like these on this car, but on this car, I don't know. I like those on this car more than I like these in this car. What do you think?
I don't like this that much.
I don't like on this car that much.
If they're like all black.
Yeah, maybe black on black would be cool, or a different color.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna love these on this car, but I don't know. Like, they look good, but they're not like amazing. But this is 18 by 8.5 ET30 no spacer. Definitely needs a 10 or 15. This is the same, almost same spec as that. That's 8.5 ET35, 8.5 30, pretty much the same thing. I don't know, I just don't love it. I'm gonna put the back real fast and see a whole side. It's not bad, but I like those more on this car. Maybe with like a black center cap or the whole wheel black possibly. It's okay. Not amazing. It didn't wow me. All right, we have a full side with the BBSs. I like it more when we have both wheels. Thoughts?
I feel like if they were black or even like a gunmetal gray,
They're just kind of like there. I feel like they're too motorsporty.
Yeah.
They look. They fit this car very well. With the silver and silver, but they're black. I like them, but they're just not like.
If they had the black center cap.
Possibly. So this is an 18 by 8.5. I didn't put a spacer on it. I could, but I didn't. And then same thing there. I put a 25 mil in the rear. So this is 8.5 ET5. That was what you had in your car.
Really nice, yeah.
So it would be 8.5 ET5 in the rear, and then ET what? 15 front? Yeah, 15 front, 5 rear. It sits really nice. It looks good, but I don't know. I think they're too motorsporty looking for the look we're going for on this car.
But the rotiforms, I like those a lot.
But then the Porsche wheels, woo! Yeah, I like this a lot. Once we have the right tire size for these are gonna look so good. We could still tire these ones, but we don't have any wheels with no tires. But I think another set of 205/40s. I'm torn. 205/40, because this is a 9.5, so the stretch, when we add more stretch, the sidewall will get a little small because it's stretched more. That's why I'm thinking possibly a 215/40 for the rear and 205/40 for the front. I might do staggered. We'll do that. 215/40 in the rear and then 205/40 in the front. I think we'll be set. I don't know, what do you guys think? Porsche wheels, rotiforms, or the BBSs? I like all three. These ones just didn't, I thought they were gonna like wow me. It looks good, but it's not like super wow factor, you know? Yeah, they're kind of just there. These look dope though. But yeah, definitely bigger tires needed ASAP. There's a lot of wheels out here. There's wheels and wheels and wheels. It's not a bad problem to have, not at all. I think what I'm gonna do before we buy any new tires at all, like I said, I have a full set of 225/40 18s. I'll just toss them on these wheels for now. If we like it, awesome, don't have to spend any money. If we don't like it, it's too big, whatever the fact may be, we can swap out to 215 or 205 and go from there. But I got the full set already, might as well toss them on. So probably this week coming up, I'll toss the 225/40s onto here. We'll test them back on the car and see they work. So the more I look at these wheels on this car, I like them more, but I don't know, something about them just seems like kind of off. I can't put my finger on it or exactly describe it, but they're just not quite right for my particular wagon. They're just not quite it. So at this point, all the wheels are back in the rightful places, and look at this. Those wheels are literally perfect on this car. Didn't love them on this car, but on that car, the silver, the blue cap with the brake caliper, that is like, it's so good. Looks beautiful, love the combo. And then back over here, back on the Porsche wheels, looking so good. Like I said, for an OEM wheel, dude, it's so good. Also got some tire shine, looking all freshened up. And it's kind of fitting these wheels are on the car because tomorrow we go to Stuttgart for a little bit, and Porsche is in Stuttgart. So stop by the museum, get a photo of the car in front of the building there with the fancy Porsche wheels. It's only right. Yeah, all the wheels back in their places. And like I said, this looks so good. Like that goes perfect on this car. For whatever reason, on this car look kind of weird, but they're right at home there. These look good on both cars, to be honest with you. Just need bigger tires and we're all set there. I also went through and rolled the front fenders just a little bit in the center where it was touching just a bit. As the car was turning and compressing down on the outside, it was rubbing. So the wheel was going this way. So it wouldn't actually like yank the fender out, but it was touching just slightly in here because they weren't rolled at all. So just from like there to there, I rolled it on both sides. So we should be good to go now. On a big bump, so it compresses down and it hits the fender liner, which isn't a big deal. But I still want to tip the fender, but we should be all dialed in now. So with that, we are done with the wheel swapping for today. Leave some comments down below which wheels were your favorite on either car. You like the BBSs on this car, on that car, the Porsche wheels. I should have tried those wheels on this car. At some point we'll do that, but Porsche wheels on my car, or the Rotiform INDTs on this car or this car. Like I think these wheels look good on both cars. Those are for this car, these are for this car, but also could look good on this car. We'll have to try it at some point. Also, I changed my mind again on tire size for this. So these being the 8.5s here, a 225/40 on an 8.5 I think will be too big. I still want some stretch to clear being low. This is an 8.5 with a 205/40. So literally exactly this is what those fronts would look like. And I think that's perfect. You can see there's still a little bit of a stretch, but not much. A 225/40 would be a flat wall. That's not what I want, because a flat wall here is gonna hit and this is not gonna work. So 205/40 on the 8.5s. Then for the 9.5, so 1 inch bigger, I think we'll do 215/40 for the rear. I like the stretch. I just want a taller sidewall to fill the gap. 35 sidewall is just too small for my liking. So 205/40 front, 215/40 rear. But see, I think a 225/40 in the rear might also be okay. We'll have to figure it out. But for sure, 205/40 in the front, and then either 215/40 for the rear or 225/40 for the rear on the 9.5. Either one will have a stretch and look good. We'll have to see which one we want to go with. But yeah, that's for sure. 225/40 for the front. Too big, don't want to do it. So that'll be our tire sizes for that. We have the spaces figured out. We'll do 15 front, 10 rear, and this car is 25 in the rear and probably 10 in the front, and that'll all be set. Now, as for these tires here, like I said before, they're pretty much brand new. The guy said he used them for 2 seasons, but there's like no camber wear, tons of life left, so these are good to go. I'll have these off of these wheels this coming up week, and then they'll be for sale. If you want to buy them, hit me up. You must be in Germany and come pick them up. I don't want to ship them. I might meet you at a reasonable distance, but if you want the tires, I'll post them up for sale probably it's been a week, or just send me a message or an email, and then if you're local and can pick them up, you can come pick these up. Like I said, they're pretty much brand new. They're just too small for our needs, and I don't think I'll ever need this small of a sidewall for anything, unless you want to put like an 18 on a Mark III. You would need like a 35, like a 30 for a super small tire, but for the Mark IVs, it's just too small. So this week coming up, these will be for sale. If you're in Germany and want to come pick them up, you're more than welcome to. I'll meet you somewhere, but I'm not shipping them anywhere. So there you go. But with that, gonna end today's video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.